Get by so much from welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it, bro. I'm gonna be more pissed off because I already made this video and it was 40 minutes long, and it turned out no audio was recording, so you couldn't fucking hear me. So this is my second attempt. So yes, it's pre-washed, but today was an interesting day. You know why? Because Uncle Dana decided, you know what? No, not Uncle Dana. The reporters was like, you know what? I'm tired of Dana bitch ass motherfucker keep talking shit to us, keep calling us stupid, and bring there. You know what? We're going to rebel against him, and that will happen because we're gonna see for 12 minutes Dana White defending John Jones with his fucking life, and the reporters are like trying to talk to a crazy person, like, yo, John Jones is not the one pound for pound. What? Let's just see the fucking video.
Is John Jones the pound for pound GOAT?
Did what?
I hate when he does that. I hate, you know, his strategy when he doesn't hear what, bro. He always, is he like deaf or something? He always doing this shit. Maybe he doesn't, but it's like he, every time there's a hard question, he always pretend like he didn't hear it and hopes he doesn't ask the same question. But let's keep
John Jones the pound for pound GOAT.
He's the pound for pound best fighter in the world, and he's the GOAT.
No,
and you all
not.
know this.
No. Look at him laughing. Look at everybody else laughing. No, he's not. He is the pound for pound GOAT. I agree with that. He is pound for pound GOAT, but he's not number one pound for pound motherfucker. He's not. Two things can be right at the same time. He could be the GOAT and not number one pound for pound. I don't know what's Dana White obsession for John Jones to be the GOAT and number one pound for pound. I just don't get it, but
numbers don't lie.
Does he have pictures of you?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All the reporters laughing their ass. That's crazy. Yo, that whoever that reporter is came to fucking play, bro. Bro, that's crazy. Yo, that's fucking crazy. He asked Dana White, does he have pictures on you? That's actually a good ass question. Yo, that reporter has balls. Okay? Because not a lot of reporters would be standing up to fucking Dana White. But that motherfucker was like, yo, does he have pictures of you? Because you've been dick riding that motherfucker. And this is true. Does he have pictures of you, Dana?
I saw that on the internet too. Are you guys that fucking stupid?
That's crazy.
You can't
That's
be
crazy.
that fucking stupid to think
You
that
can't be that
John
fucking
Jones
stupid.
is not the pound for pound best fighter in the world and the GOAT.
He's not.
But maybe you are.
Bro, I hate when he does that. I hate when he does that. He says that's the way he fucking argue. Hey, if you don't agree that he's not number one pound for pound in the world, then you don't agree he's a GOAT. Dana White, Uncle Dana, come here, you bald headed. Yo, two things can be right at the same time. John Jones is the undisputed GOAT, no matter what. But he's not number one pound for pound. It's like LeBron. Some people think he's the GOAT, right? But he's not the best player in the NBA. Luka is better than him. You can even say Jokic is better than him. You can say Jason Tatum's better than him. You can name some players that is better than him. Just because he's a GOAT does not make him pound for pound number one GOAT. Just because he's not number one pound for pound does not make him the GOAT. He is the GOAT, but he's not number one pound for pound.
He's not going to talk to any of us either, because right now,
What do you mean?
because he's watching this, and we're all saying, you know,
I'm pretty sure he was trying to leave, but then he said, "What do you mean he's not going to talk to you, bro? That you're going to see."
questioning you, and
Yeah. Question me. How do you? Who's better than John Jones?
Who's better than John Jones? 1v1, probably nobody. But if we're talking about pound for pound, Alex Pereira and Islam deserve it way more than John Jones. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, Alex Pereira, what the fuck he did in the last 3 years? How many world champion has that motherfucker beat? That motherfucker came in the UFC, beat Sean Strickland, former world champion, beat Izzy, probably to go 185, TKO him. Yes, he got knocked out, I know, but as soon as he got knocked out, what happened? He went up weight class. It didn't take 3 fucking years for him to go to a weight class. Literally, right, his next fight went up to 205, beat John, a former world champion who Izzy fought and lost to, right? Then fought Jerry for the interim, not the interim, but for the vacant belt beat a former world champion in jury, knock his ass out. Then what happened? Faced Jamal Hill, another former world champion, knocked his ass out, and then faced jury again. And now he's about to defend his title 3 times in under 7th month. Think about that. Jon Jones didn't even get his first defense, and it's clear out his whole division and looks unstoppable. But tell me why Jon Jones deserves it. Tell me.
Who's pound for pound better than?
No, okay, John.
It's
At what point does
Alex.
activity come into play, right? I mean, we all agree there is nobody better than Jon Jones. He's the greatest of all time. There's no question
Yes.
about it. But
Yes,
at
I
some
agree.
point when you're looking at rankings, they do have to represent what's happening in the organization at that moment, right at that time. And in the past 3
Yes.
years, he's had one fight.
And you
Yeah.
thought he lost
Yes.
to Reyes.
Yes.
And when he fought
Thank
Reyes,
you.
you said you thought Reyes won the
Thank
fight.
you.
He didn't win the fight. Jon Jones did.
But you said you thought he won.
Exactly. I like how he's always saying something then switching it up. Cause don't forget, after Jon Jones versus Derek Reyes happened, right? Dana White literally said I had Reyes winning that fight, but the judges give it to Jon Jones. How the fuck do you have him in your pound for pound where you think that his last 2 fights he's 1-1? It's crazy work how much he's trying to gaslight us. It's really crazy work. And you go see later in this fucking video, he does the same thing to Islam. What that reporter just did to Jon Jones saying, oh, you thought Jon Jones lost. He's going to say, oh, we all thought Islam lost. So he's going to use the same thing. It's crazy, bro.
Who gives a shit? I'm not the fucking judges. The guy didn't win he didn't lose the fight. And the one loss that
You
he
thought he
has
lost,
is
though.
from a referee that should have never been a referee.
That other loss is bullshit. I mean, Jon Jones haters said, oh, he broke the rule, though. It's DQ. Come on, bro. 12-6. He was dominating that motherfucker through the whole fight. But I feel like it's like it was the universe and God or someone saying that, yo, you go rob someone, so you go take this L because we know in the future you're about to rob someone, so you still deserve this L.
In a million years. He's never lost. We were just talking tonight. These kids
He
that
lost
come
to
in here
Derek.
that are undefeated, you know how hard it is to stay undefeated? Jon Jones went through murderer's row. When you talk about activity,
It is hard to say defeated in UFC because it's not like in boxing where in boxing you stat pad your fucking record. Now it's changing. But before, when Floyd Mayweather was the guy, everybody wanted to beat him, so they all stat pad his fucking record. But in UFC, they push you through the fire. You're a fireman. You go straight to that burning ass house. And usually you fucking lose. The only undefeated person who's in the top 10 of all time is Khabib. And Khabib retired when there was a new era of 155ers coming. So, again, Khabib is top 10 for staying undefeated, but he retired literally at the breaking point when new motherfuckers like Charles and all these motherfuckers were starting to get good.
and he's fought one time, but Jon Jones was supposed to fight. If Jon Jones was sitting on the couch and saying, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to fight again, then he's definitely not in the pound for pound discussion right now. He was scheduled to fight and he got injured. He is an active fighter. He is
That doesn't
absolutely
mean
an active
shit.
fighter.
That doesn't mean fucking
when you talk
shit.
about pound for pound, and I don't want to shit on any of my other guys, but who is it right now? Islam?
Yo, watch this.
Islam,
Watch this.
many people believe,
Watch this.
lost to the guy who's a weight class below him.
Watch this. It's crazy.
Is that how pound for pound works?
It's crazy. He just disrespected Islam and Volk like that. Bro, first of all, losing to Volk, literally the GOAT of 145 is so different than losing to Dominic Reyes. And deadass, didn't he just said a couple minutes ago, it doesn't fucking matter what the people had to say. It's the judges what had to say. Islam still won. So the fact that you're bringing this up, you're just horrible. The way he fucking debate this is like, no, I'm right. I'm definitely right. And if whatever you say is wrong, and you're fucking crazy, stupid, dumbass, retarded, if you think that I'm wrong and you're right. That's the way he fucking argue. How you, bro, you're really bringing down Islam to bring Jon Jones up. It's crazy work, bro. like I said, it's so crazy. Even though Islam did lose that fight, Volk should have won. But also, Volk rematch. I mean, Islam rematched Volk and knocked his ass out with a leg kick. Come on now, Dana. Did John Jones ever rematch Zarek? No, he never rematched somebody his whole career. Islam Deadass rematched him and knocked his ass out. So even if he did lose, he avenged his loss with a fucking knockout. John Jones never did that.
Many people, including people in this room.
But he got the win. It doesn't
Right.
matter what we
You're,
say.
you're absolutely
Exactly.
right. But he fought a weight
Exactly.
class down. He fought a weight class down. John Jones fought a weight class up. And let me tell you what, when all the guys were in there, you had the John Jones, the Anderson Silvas,
He
and the
still
George
fought
St. Pierre's.
155.
I know who wanted to fight who and who didn't want to fight who. And John Jones has always been willing to fight everybody. You know what I mean? The only real
Has he been wanting to fight here? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, bro? I don't know if he's right
mark
about that because I
with
wasn't
me
watching
with John
back then.
Jones. It was
The
and
only
it
one
was
I
his
know
fucking
is what he's
team
about
that he
to
was
bring out.
with at
It's
that
Chael
time.
Sonnen.
Who
That's the
I could
only
tell you
fight I
50
know
fucking
about.
stories about the Chael Sonnen fight. When they were refusing to fight Chael Sonnen. You know what I mean? But other than that, John Jones has fought everybody that's ever been put in front of him. He went through murderer's row, you know. And if you look at who he fought at the time when he fought them, look at the record of the guys combined that he fought. And the list just goes on and on.
That makes him the greatest fighter of all time, not the greatest
Yes.
active fighter
Yes.
because he is
Yes.
not an
Yes.
active fighter. He has fought one
Yes.
time in over 4 years.
Yes.
He is an active fighter.
Oh my
He just
God,
got
Cook.
injured. He was going
Cook.
in.
But he hasn't fought.
Cook him. Cook him, reporter. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're cooking. How the fuck can someone be active and they only fought once in 4 years? I don't know. I guess, hey, you're active by active means you fight every 5 years. I guess that's what it means. No. Even if you get injured, okay, you're still not fucking active. You're injured, you're inactive. And even before that, he was inactive after the Derek Reyes fight. It took him how many years for him to move up to heavyweight? Alex Pereira literally took less than 6 months, and he's also willing to move up to heavyweight in less than 3 months. So don't say, oh, it took some time because he was moving up to heavyweight. Alex Pereira is literally trying to do it in less than a year, less than 6 months. And he was inactive through the whole time because he was ready. They were trying to make John Jones versus Francis after the Stipe fight. So you're telling me he was ready after that Stipe fight, so he was just sitting around. It just makes no sense, bro.
And he was going in to fight at heavyweight again.
Okay.
A weight class above.
But that's
and he fucking destroyed the guy who was the best
he
guy
did.
in the division.
But that's an unfortunate.
Was he the best guy in the division? Was Gon the best guy in the heavyweight division when he fought Gon? I'm not sure. I don't really remember the rankings. All I know is the heavyweight was freaking down bad when Francis left. I don't know if he was the best guy. We have to see the rankings. Maybe he was, but he was the best guy left. You know, he lost. It's literally his last fight. He lost to Francis, and he got out grappled by Francis. I knew John Jones was going to win, but not by that. But still,
thing, and I think everybody here, if he was active, if he had fought one more time, would say he's number one.
He was active. He was. He blew his
hasn't
fucking
been
shoulder out
one
in
fucking
training,
fight is not,
and then
one
had to
fight
recover,
in 4 years
and is still
not
coming
active.
back and fighting that fight.
So here's the argument. You could say
He
that
is
we don't know anything.
John Jones
You
is
could say
as
we
active.
don't know. See,
Jones.
that's what you do. You talk over us, so we can't answer.
I apologize. You go ahead.
Oh shit, bro. This reporter came to fucking fight. Bro, Dana White been talking too much shit about reporters. He was like, you know what, you wanna talk shit? You wanna talk shit? I'ma talk shit back. I'ma make a name for myself. Who? Bro, that reporter wanna make a name for himself right now,
if he fought
Don't start sorry.
and we don't put him number one, then you have that argument to say you don't know what the hell you're talking about. We are all, I think everybody in this room is saying he's the greatest fighter of all time. And I think most people in this room would say he is the number one pound for pound fighter of all time. But you have to, you can't just sit on your laurels from something you did 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Thank you. Yes.
When was the Cyril Gahn fight?
Since Islam, he
Almost
hasn't
2
fought in
years
18
ago.
months.
Okay.
Almost 2 years ago.
It's going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So if he fought, I'm gonna let him talk. But somehow beating Stipe and Gahn is better than what Islam did, and it's better than what Alex did.
20 months by the time he gets in the ring. So that,
20 months is
assuming
crazy.
he gets in the ring, right? We don't know he's going to, he's
Literally
going to be
4
healthy.
almost 4
So
months
all,
for being 2
all
years.
I think everybody is saying, and the argument against you is the fact that most people who do pound for pound lists have a 1 year cutoff unless they're, they had a fight scheduled at the time. So John fell out of pound for pound list because it was over a year and he didn't have a fight scheduled.
He did.
He doesn't have a
He did have a fight scheduled.
Yeah, he did.
And he
but
got injured.
So
Still, like, I just hate this whole conversation. It shouldn't be, and even if it's not about activity, should it be? Realistically, pound for pound should be each year. Like, let's be honest, pound for pound should be each year, not 2 years, not 3. It should be each year. But if we're going with Dana knowledge, fucking his thinking, and be like, oh no, fucking for some reason, pound for pound is 3 years, right? Or 2 years, whatever. Alex and Islam still did better things than John Jones. I'm not saying that if you pound for pound, it's not if you put John Jones versus Alex Burrow who wins, or Islam versus John Jones who wins. That's super unfair because we don't know what if John Jones was in 155. Will he beat Islam? We don't know. If Islam was a heavyweight fighter, does he beat John Jones? We don't know. So it's stupid. The pound for pound is what the fuck you've been doing, how dominant you've been doing, and all that shit. So I don't get it. And I'm gonna explain it later.
And now he does have a fight scheduled now.
How many times did we ask you, Dana, is he fighting? I don't know what's happening with John Jones. Just like you say about Conor now, right?
I did not say I don't know what's happening with John Jones. What I said was John Jones is injured and he's recovering from his injury.
I hate that they go with
fucking
activity.
common sense. Everybody knows that.
Activity really doesn't matter here.
This guy
it
just said he
does.
knows he's fighting in fucking November. Will I announce it? I said I'll announce it when the whole card is, but everybody knows he's
He called
fighting.
somebody out.
It's fucking silly. And I don't know what this game is with everybody, but John Jones is the pound for pound best fighter in the world.
Oh
Until
my
this
God, no,
fucking
the
guy,
fuck he's
and he has
not.
been, he hasn't fought, what'd you say, 18 months?
Almost
Since
2
the Cyril
years.
Gahn fight?
18 months and then 1 in 4 years.
So 18 months, he moved up and he fought Cyril Gahn and destroyed him in a weight class above him, who was the #1 guy in the world, and in the UFC. Then we book another fight. He's training for the fight, blows his shoulder out, which means he's still active. Gets surgery, recovering, and is scheduled to fight in November.
1 fight in 4 years is active.
He is an active fighter.
Sure.
I think it's kind of like Bill Clinton.
1 year's in 1 fight in 4 years is active. Fuck no, that's not active, bro. And that shouldn't even be the argument. I'm gonna see what else he has to fucking say. Then I'm gonna say my fucking
Clinton's
argument.
definition of is.
I don't even know what that means, but
That was when he was getting impeached, and then the lawyer, but forget that.
no, but he has been an active fighter. He's active. It's not like John Jones was
Bro's too
not
old for that.
active
He's
and
too old. He
was not
you
accepting
old head.
fights.
Nobody gets that joke.
And I also believe, because I know how John Jones is, John Jones fights and beats Stipe. If he wins, I think he fights Aspinall.
You can't confirm that. He keeps saying he went for guaranteed to I think, because we don't know. And I feel like John Jones is going to retire because that was his original plan. His original plan was to fight Gahn and then retire in New York in his hometown. Yeah, after beating the best heavyweight of all time in Stipe and proving that he's the best of all time. That's literally what's his game plan. That's literally what he said. So how do we know that he's not going to retire? Because his original plan was to retire. We don't know if he's going to fight Tom Aspinall or not. So you can't say, oh, I think he is, or I think he is going to. Remember, we were supposed to have Francis versus John Jones. That never happened. So what makes you so sure we're going to have John Jones versus Tom Aspinall? I really don't think it's going to happen.
It's all just, this is some little fucking game we're all playing that I don't understand.
Well, and
he
Dana,
he
last
is the pound for pound best fighter in the world, and he's the
I think
greatest
the
of all
last
time.
point of this-
and
No,
you
he's
don't have to
not.
like him. It's not like me and John Jones are fucking,
I like
buddy.
Well, I like
I'm surprised
John Jones,
anybody
right?
likes
Yep.
John
So, I mean,
Jones.
I will say that I've
How
had
you
my
like
share
that
of arguments with him just like you have, but I like him. But I think the last thing is, too, who he is fighting, right, coming up. So
Thank you.
everybody in this room thinks Aspinall is more highly rated than
Fuck
Stipe
yes.
at this point.
Right.
Stipe's reputation is fantastic, but he has not won a fight since he beat DC in 4
Since he
years. So
4
that
years.
also
That's during
plays into
COVID.
it.
That's a COVID era,
Partially
bro.
a factor.
The apex
When you have a guy like
COVID era.
Aspinall
That's
knocking
how
Sergey
long ago it was.
Pavlovich out in a minute, Curtis Blades in less than a minute, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
That's just me.
No, I don't disagree with you. But here's the flip side to that. So what do? A guy who's looked at as the greatest heavyweight in the UFC, right? This fight set up. John Jones gets hurt. Not his fault. He
The original question would be, why was this fight even? Why was Stipe versus John Jones even set up in the first place? Why the fuck was that even a fight to be considered in the first place? Why was a man who his last fight, who has been inactive for like 2 years or 3 years by the time they were trying to make that fight, and just got over a knockout loss and still was over 40 years old by the time they were trying to make that fight? Why was that motherfucker going to fight John Jones instead of Sergey, instead of fucking Tom Aspinall, maybe instead of somewhere else? Why was that fight even in the first place built upon? It makes no fucking sense that fight was, first of all, still even something to do in the first place. And then after, just do a different fight. You did the same thing with Nick Diaz and Vincent, whatever his fucking name is. They were going to fight. One of them got injured, and they just scrapped the fight. Just scrap the fucking fight. If Stipe wants a legacy fight, let him fight Derek Lewis or someone else. Not for the fucking champion. You just make it the champion look like a prop. Okay? The champion should be, there's a reason why you guys was popular, because the best fights the best. Stipe is not the best. John Jones is the best of that division. Stipe is not. Why the fuck was this fight even originally made? And you could easily just say, you know what? Tom is the interim champion. He looks better. That's a more exciting fight. That's what the fans want. So the fact that he's about to say some dumb shit, saying, oh, the fans would have got on him, you just about to
he has to wait and go back into fucking training camp again. He was training. So do I just yank it away from Stipe and say, hey, go fuck yourself and sit on the sidelines for 2 more years? Or
yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
If I did that, you
Say,
guys would be
yo,
like, oh, you
motherfucker,
fucking
go retire.
disrespected the greatest heavyweight ever.
No,
You know what I mean? So would the fucking fans.
Nobody would have said that shit. Everybody would have been like, yes, Dana. Thank you for doing something smart. We will want to see this match. Why? Nobody wants to see DC. I said DC. Nobody wants to see Stipe versus John Jones. We all know John Jones is a heavyweight. Not the heavyweight, but it's a GOAT. We all know Stipe is a heavyweight GOAT, but it's a wash Stipe. It's a Stipe that has not looked the same for how long? And the last time we see him, he had a uppercut to the fucking heavens and got flatlined by Francis. And all the guys who Stipe has fought and beaten are all fucking retired or not in the UFC. So how the fuck does a guy, if you go through all his record, all his fights, none of the guy who he beat is still in the UFC? How is that? I don't know.
So I should just shit on Stipe because John got hurt and not make the fight that he was already
instead
supposed
you
to
shit on
fight.
Tom Aspinall.
We'll end it here, but I'll talk to you later.
What?
Okay, then the answer to that would be
Yep.
you should have had Stipe fight Aspinall or somebody
exactly.
else, right? In the interim,
Exactly.
because how do you qualify for a title shot when you have not fought
Exactly.
since 2021
Thank you.
and you lost that fight?
Thank you.
How do you qualify for a title
Exactly.
shot sitting out for over
2021, 3 years, bro. His last time he got his ass knocked out. That was COVID era, bro. That was COVID era.
3 years and just sitting on the sidelines waiting when you're trying to say who is the best fighter in the world? Should you not be active and be competing and be beating you said yourself, and Hunter has said that the UFC heavyweight division is the best it's ever been, right? So should he not be challenging himself against those fighters? So when John got hurt,
is it though? I kind of agree. I don't know. Has it been the best has ever been? Because you forgot you had Steve, you had DC, you had Francis back while he was just starting. You have Oliveira. You had some good guys in the heavyweight back then. I don't really know if that's true or not. Maybe
instead of saying
the new era
Stipe
we're about
versus
to be in,
Pavlovich,
I think that's
Aspinall versus Pavlovich. Why not Stipe versus Pavlovich or Stipe versus Aspinall at that point? That would be the argument.
So I have.
You know why? Because Stipe would have got torched by fucking both of them. Both of them would flatline Stipe, and now you won't have the GOAT of heavyweight versus the GOAT. That's why they wanted to make this fight. Let's not all kill ourselves. The reason why Stipe versus John Jones is happening, so John Jones could say after he beats Stipe, I beat the GOAT of the heavyweight. That makes me the GOAT of 205 and heavyweight. That makes me the undisputed GOAT because I beat the GOAT of heavyweight. That's the reason originally why this fight was made. Easy win to boost John Jones' legacy so he can say, I beat the GOAT of heavyweight. You know that's what he's going to say. He's going to say that in Twitter, say, I beat the GOAT of heavyweight. That's the reason why this fucking fight got made. But what John Jones, Dana White, or Stipe didn't see happening was Tom Aspinall just out and over becoming one of the best heavyweights right now, torching Sergey and then torching fucking Curtis Blaze and looking unstoppable. We didn't see that coming. But now we saw that coming. The fight should have been either Stipe versus Tom, Stipe versus Sergey, or take Stipe out, be like, yo, Stipe, you do not deserve the title shot. UFC need to stop giving these legends, I know they're legends, but they're talking about giving Usman a title shot after he just had 2 straight losses from Leon and Kamza, I'm pretty sure, and then giving Izzy another shot after losing. Remember, after he lost to Sean Strickland, they give him another shot to try to beat DDP. And now they're doing the same thing with with Stipe. UFC need to stop giving these legends. No doubt they're legends of the sport, but they need to stop giving them undeserving title shots. Because it's just looking like they're just there to boost the other guy, bro. I swear.
Have two legends in the sport that wanted to fight each other. These guys are lined up. One guy gets hurt.
Who cares?
And this is the fight that they both want.
Who cares if they want it?
What do you do? You don't show the guys the respect. And I guarantee
you didn't show Henry Cejudo's respect, and he's double champ. How you gonna say that? He said he was a legend and he's still competing. You don't give him no fucking respect. Yeah, I know he's cringy and all that shit, but you are known for not giving other legends respect. So the fact that you're giving John Jones, he chooses and picks who he gives respect to.
I guarantee you this: if Stipe wins, Stipe's going to retire.
100%.
You know what I mean? This will be Stipe's last fight.
100%.
So are you, the media, telling me I should just tell Stipe to fuck off and
yes,
Stipe, good luck to you, Stipe.
Stipe, you had an amazing career. Fuck off. Like that ass, like Stipe, retire. You had an amazing career. If you want a legacy fight, we can't just give you a legacy fight for the belt. That's wild. But I guess you can. I know Stipe's a legend. Literally the best heavyweight of all time, most likely. But he doesn't deserve the title shot. Just say, yo, Stipe, I know you're the GOAT. You're the legendary. Under other circumstances, we give you this fight, but Tom deserve it. If you want a legacy fight, fight Derek Lewis or fight someone else. But nah, he wants...
Right off into sunset. Go fight some fires and...
You can't blame Stipe. I mean, you kind of can. You kind of can't. Like, if you're a Stipe shoes, will you have a chance to beat John Jones and make hella money? Because I don't think Stipe would be the guy to be like, you know what, Thomas, I'm going to let you get it. I'm going to let the new era come. Even though they should, Stipe really should be like, yo, my era been out for a long ass time. I'm going to let this new era heavyweights try to get it. But nah, he's like, nah, I'm going to try to make this fucking money before I dip.
And
what can you do?
That's a wrap for you, buddy, because Jean got hurt. Or do I show this guy the respect that I should show him and give them both the fight that they want?
Who cares?
You know,
They won it, but okay.
That's the position I'm in. We had this thing lined up, and again, like you said, if Stipe was 32 years old, then that's probably what we do. But this is probably Stipe.
What the fuck? So that made no fucking sense, bro. Hey, if Stipe was 32 years old, yeah, that's probably what we do. But since he's fucking 40, washed, and most likely is going to fucking lose his next fight, we're going to give him John Jones instead. Come on, bro. He's going, like, what? Then why he deserved it? Oh, man.
His last fight.
I may be crazy.
And I'm not going to disrespect the guy. He accepted the fight. He was ready for the fight, and John got injured. If you don't think that I wouldn't love to just say, hey, let's do fucking Stipe and one of the top 3 heavyweights, and then we do John Jones versus, it would be great. But we already agreed to this with these guys. We already had a deal, and John got hurt.
Nick Diaz versus Francis had a deal, but one of them got fucking injured and they scrapped it. Why you can't do it for Stipe versus John Jones, but you can do it for Nick Diaz?
It's not like I'm trying to pull off some
even though he's right about Nick
fight
Diaz.
Nobody wants to see,
Nick Diaz
or not give Aspinall's a young badass dude. He's got plenty of time. These guys are going to fight in November, and he will fight John Jones if he wins. I almost guarantee you that.
You can't guarantee that. You cannot guarantee, because I'm pretty sure that's John Jones. That's his last. I don't know if that's his last fight, the contract, but definitely you can't guarantee that, because the only way John Jones come back if you offer him hella money, and he did this before. Like if the money is right, blah blah blah. You cannot guarantee it. Because if you don't offer John Jones a huge ass bag to make it worth it, he's not going to fight Tom Aspinall. He's going to retire after he beats Stipe.
Stipe wins, then we'll figure out what's next for Aspinall.
Imagine Stipe fucking wins.
If Stipe were to happen to win, does Aspinall become the full champion? Given you,
well then who knows too? Let's see if Stipe wins and Stipe feels great. Maybe Stipe does take the fight. I don't know. I'm just saying, me right here now, I think that if Stipe wins, Stipe probably retires. But you never 100%. Know until the fight's over. Anything could happen.
Bro, imagine Stipe fucking... He's trying so hard. Hey, you never know what could happen. Bro, it's 90% to 10% that Stipe is going to win, bro. 100% Stipe is going to lose. But imagine, somehow, some way, Stipe goes in there, torch fucking John Jones. 100%. If Stipe wins, he's retiring. Why would he try to go fight fucking Tom Aspinall? He has no reason to fight Tom Aspinall. It's all about John Jones versus Tom. It's not really about Stipe versus Tom. There's no point. He is 100%. If he somehow wins, he is going to retire. That's 100% fact. There's no fucking way he's going to stay and let fucking Tom Aspinall kill this motherfucker. There's no way. He don't want to get knocked out again.
I mean, anything can happen in a fight. Stipe could go in there and win spectacularly.
That's
and
why
he beats the greatest fighter of all time. And maybe he wants to test himself against Aspinall. And maybe
will be, bro. He will. If someone need to watch out for him, because he will be done. He will be jumping off the nearest bridge if somehow Stipe beats John Jones. The
money's right and it all lines up and he wants it. Who knows?
Imagine Stipe versus Tom.
But I made a deal with these two guys that they could fight each other.
You can easily scrap it. But okay.
One guy got hurt. Now he's ready, and the fight's going to happen. And John Jones is the pound-for-pound best fighter.
Oh my fucking God! No, he's not. John Jones is not the pound-for-pound best fighter, bro. Yo, he is not. He is the GOAT. He is not the pound best for best, bro. You can beat the GOAT and not be the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. As per last 3 years, beat Sean Strickland, TKO Sean Strickland, former world champion, TKO Izzy, 185er, the GOAT of 185. Yes, he got knocked out by Izzy. Then what happened? Moved up to 205. Didn't take 1 year or 2 years to move up. Moved up fast as hell. Beat John, a former world champion. Then beat fucking Jerry, another former world champion, becoming 2-division champion, which only 10 fighters did, and he did the fastest. Then fucking fighting Jamal Hill, beating another former world champion, and then now beating Jerry again, and now he's fighting for the third time in this year, and is going to defend his belt In under 7 months, so half a year, he already has 3 defense. It took fucking John Jones almost 2 years just to get 1 defense, and he's fighting Stipe. And Islam literally could clear his division. TKO Charles Oliveira may look easy. The Charles Oliveira who clear out that division, who beat Dustin, who beat fucking Michael Chandler, who fucking beat Justin and Dustin. Islam TKO that motherfucker may look easy. Then fought Volk, even though I thought Volk won that fight, beat Volk 145 gold. Then fought him again and TKO'd him to make sure, yo, that wasn't a fluke. I'm better than him. Then again, fought fucking Dustin. Easily smashed that motherfucker. And is now about to fight Armin. And if he beats Armin, he will clear that whole division. How the fuck beating Stipe and beating Gon is way more better than beating all these world champions who added speed and clearing that division? It doesn't make sense. John Jones is not number 1 pound for pound. He is the GOAT. He is 100% the GOAT. Probably number 1 pound for pound of all time, but no. Stop, Dana. Stop dick riding. You're just looking wrong. Like, it's wild. It's wild to me how right this motherfucker wants to be and how confident he is that John Jones is a GOAT. Like, it's so surprising to me. Like, yo, he probably thinks we're crazy. But no, we think you're crazy. And all these memes, we're making fun of you, motherfucker. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you. So like I said, John Jones is not the GOAT. 2 things can be right at the same time. Stop being like, oh, if you don't think he's number 1 pound for pound, then you don't think he's a GOAT. No, Uncle Dana. He is the GOAT, but he's not number 1 pound for pound. 2 things can be right at the same time. LeBron, some consider is to be the GOAT. Is he the best player? No, he hasn't been the number 1 player in some years. But that doesn't mean he's not the GOAT. There's so much other NBA players that are better than him. Does that take away from him being the GOAT? No, it doesn't. So stop, Dana. Stop. Get some help. And stop munching on, you know what. Sweet dreams, everybody.